checking to see if we are getting levels. And I believe that we are. All right.
Okay, CJ.
Just making sure again that there are levels, and there are.
Oops, forgot this thing. Those aren't for you. This is for puppies. Boop, boop. Or go get it? I'm gonna go get it.
There's not a single day that passes without you on my mind. Not even one minute before you come around. I just feel
What are you eating? No, you stay away from me. You're gross. Okay, playing monkey. What was for dinner? Oh, that sounds good. I've been eating a lot of soup and mashed potatoes and oatmeal. I'm getting tired of it. I got a temporary crown on Monday. And 2 more weeks before I go back for the actual crown. Stupid dentist. Ugh. Good evening, good evening. Cleveland Awesome Trivia with Kiki, live from the living room of Das Goldman-Schloss. It's free to play, it's fun to play. ClevelandAwesomeTrivia.com for all of the details about how the game works. You can find rules there, sample score sheets. You will be keeping score for yourselves. I'm just here to ask the questions and provide the answers. And hopefully keep you a little entertained. Is everybody having a good week? Happy Wednesday. Hump day. Ooh, ooh. We're doing handsome ups. Everybody, come on. Come on. Come on. Or say hi. I'm not doing it. Goman got me all set up. Looks like things are working. And he went for movie night. So it's just me and the critters here to entertain you this evening. Rocky looks like he's ready for a nap. Sadie Jane, smelly as always. I joke that she gives me a daily COVID test. She's a smelly little thing. So when she gets up in my face, as long as I can smell her, I know I'm good. Avoiding that virus. And I also take my temperature pretty regularly. And I also don't really go anywhere. It's like Groundhog Day here at Das Goman Schloss. Just me hanging out at home. Except for tomorrow night. Thursday nights. Cleveland Awesome Trivia Live at Saucy Brew Works. I'm in Pinecrest. And I think it's Brian that hosts down at the Saucy Brew Works in Ohio City. Oh, and big news. I'll be out at Rookies on Sunday this week. Cleveland Awesome Trivia back live at Rookies on Sunday nights. Not that darn sports ball is out of the way. Hopefully some people are getting their vaccinations and a little bit safer to hang out again. Yeah. The curfew is extended, right? We can stay out till 11 o'clock now if we want. So silly. All right, we're getting closer. Maybe 8 minutes away from the start of the Cleveland Awesome Trivia Fun. Free to play, fun to play. ClevelandAwesomeTrivia.com for all the details. Find your rule sheets there. Your score sheets. Might want to print it off. Why not? Or you can create your own, whatever you want to do. You're keeping score for yourselves. I'm chilly over here in Goman's seat. I'm going to get a blanket for my legs. This is Goman's spot in the living room. I'm just not as comfortable over here. Got my own chair set up over there. My blanket and my heating pad. And my clear tray table instead of all this stuff that he's got going on. Or I don't know what that's all about. I can't really say anything though. I am not organized. And not a great housekeeper. Although I did put clean sheets on Goman's bed today. Good evening, Brown. 16-0. Welcome to the game. We do have that little chat feature over there on the YouTubes. Feel free to check in. Let me know you're hanging out with us tonight. Kiki here. Cleveland Awesome Trivia, general trivia game coming at you this evening. We got Frank up there keeping an eye on things. It's okay, Rockstar. Go to sleep. You look so sleepy. I have a ball in my hand. He's too busy watching that to fall asleep. This is not your ball, though. No, you have your own balls in your toy box. Welcome, Vins. We look forward to having Chlortho when they're ready. No rush. About 5 minutes away from the start of the game. Free to play, fun to play, keeping score for yourselves. It's a general trivia game, 20 questions, 6 rounds of 3 questions each, plus a halftime and a final. You're wagering on your answers, 3-point values in each round, the 2, the 4, and the 6. You can assign the point values however you would like. You need to use each of those point values within a round of 3 questions. The halftime question works a little bit differently. I'll explain it when we get there. And then the final question, of course, is like Jeopardy, where you can wager any, all, or none of the points that you gather throughout the game. Again, Cleveland Awesome Trivia for all those details, and also the when and where you can find us. I'll be out at the Saucy Brew Works tomorrow night. Rookies on Sunday. Goman, of course, Monday night at Parma Tavern. He also broadcasts that live on the YouTube. That's his special entertainment game. And I heard we might have a new Tuesday location popping up later this month, so keep an eye out for that. Welcome, We Are Family. Good to have you. Getting closer to that time, just a couple minutes away from the start of the Cleveland Awesome Trivia Wednesday night edition general trivia game. Awesome sauce. Good to have you. Thanks for coming out. Again, ClevelandAwesomeTrivia.com for all the details on how the game works. Free to play, fun to play. 20 questions, 6 rounds, 3 questions each, a halftime and a final where you can wager any, all, or none of the points you gather throughout the game, and you will be keeping score for yourselves, or just here for the fun of it, hanging out, doing some virtual stuff. There's a little chat section there in the YouTubes if you want to check in and let us know you're here. And also throughout the game, I'll be posting the questions there. Good evening, Clue Crew. I'll post the questions there in case you have any questions about the spelling or my pronunciation. You know, sometimes it's lacking. But please, no answers in the chat section other than question 10. We'll ask for your opinion there. But otherwise, please, no answers in the chat. That's just for maybe sharing your scores at a couple different times during the game and, you know, maybe a little bit of fraternization between teams, but no answers. Leave the funny stuff to me. Not that I'm really that, like, I don't know. I try sometimes. I gift each team with a free pass one time during the game on any of the questions 1 through 18. Doesn't work for the halftime or the final, but if there's another question during the game that you do not know the answer to, you can just use a free pass as your answer and give yourself those points. Welcome. We came here to drink. Beat you already. Because Amy made it here before you. Anyway, all right, let's get into this thing. Our general trivia game this evening, Wednesday edition. Welcome, welcome. Heading into round 1, where your categories will be fun facts, mountains, and money. Again, categories for round 1 are fun facts, mountains, and money. Question number 1. True or false? The cure for a headache in ancient Peru was to actually drill into the person's skull. I guess that would distract you from the headache, kind of. Again, question 1, category fun facts. True or false? The cure for a headache in ancient Peru was to actually drill into the person's skull. And there, like I said, I go ahead and post the question in the chat in case you have any questions about my pronunciation or the spelling of something. It's there, but please, no answers in the chat. However, I think most of us know the answer to this one. We know how things start out with the Cleveland Awesome Trivia and our fun facts. That is indeed true. The answer we were looking for number 1 was true. And I'll give you a little bit more time on the future questions while you're determining your answers. But, you know, if you need more time, feel free to let me know there in the chat. All right, question number 2, category mountains. Which mountain range would you come across first if you went due east from San Jose, California? Question number 2, the category mountains. Which mountain range would you come across first if you went due east from San Jose, California? That's the beginning of the game. We're warming up. This one's not meant to be too tough, so don't overthink it. Let me get this one out of the way here. Oh, nope. Didn't do it. Try again. Copy. There we go. Copy, then paste. One of these days I'll get the hang of all that. And there it is. Our link for our GoFundMe page. It's kind of been helping keep us sort of afloat. Crazy pandemic. It's not very good for business, but yeah, if you feel like maybe being able to tip your hostess or got some extra quarters you found in the couch, just send them over our way. We use them to pay the phone bill or the internet bill so we can continue to broadcast games occasionally. All right. Yeah, so that's there. Our GoFundMe. Thank you. Thank you. If you can, we appreciate it. Oh, and there's Lilith saying, please, more kitty food for me. All right. Question number 2, the category was mountains. Which mountain range would you come across first if you went due east from San Jose, California? That is indeed the Rocky Mountains. The Rockies, the mountain range we were looking for. All right, hopefully everybody's got some points and we're all warmed up. We'll see how we do with question number 3. It might be a little bit tougher. The category is money. What president of these United States was the face on the $5,000 bill back when we had them? $5,000 bill. Again, question 3, category money. What president of the U.S. was the face on the $5,000 bill back when we had them? I'd say don't check your wallet, but that pretty much, we don't have them anymore. It's doubtful you have one. Welcome, guessers. Thanks for playing. That's question number 3. I just posted there in the chat. Please no answers in the chat. And come up with that amongst your teams. It's the 3rd question of the round, so you should only have 1 wager left. Probably the 2. Oh, wow. Give you a few more seconds on that one. Pick a POTUS, any POTUS. Probably not any. Chances are number 45 was not on the $5,000 bill. Although I'm surprised he didn't do that. He should have brought it back. All right, remember, you can always give me a shout out if you need more time. Let's go ahead and move along. But the answer for question number 3, the category was money. What president of the U.S. was on the face of the $5,000 bill back when we had them? That was some guy named James Madison. Madison, the POTUS on the $5,000 bill. All right, that was the end of round one. We're heading into round two of the game. In round two, your categories will be puppies, U.S. cities, and the Bible. Again, your categories for round two are puppies, U.S. cities, and the Bible. Question number 4. Within 3 pounds either way, if you get a male Boston Terrier puppy, what is the average weight you can expect him to be when fully grown? So a little bit of a range there, within 3 either way. Boston Terrier, male, fully grown. I think he uses the AKC as his source for that, so FYI. One more time, question number 4, category puppies, within 3 pounds either way. If you get a male Boston Terrier puppy, what is the average weight you can expect it to be when fully grown? This might be a tougher one if you're not familiar with your puppies. Don't forget I gifted each team with a free pass. It's not too early to use it. All right, got that range to work with there, 3 pounds either way. Narrow it down. All right, are we ready? Question number 4, the category puppies, within 3 pounds either way. If you get a male Boston Terrier puppy, what is the average weight you can expect it to be when fully grown? The answer we were looking for was 17 pounds. 17, the answer we were looking for. So if we answered between 14 and 20, or if you decided to use your free pass, go ahead and give yourself credit for that answer. Question number 5, category U.S. cities. What is the capital city of the state of Idaho? Idaho, no. What is the capital city of the state of Idaho? The potato state. Lucky 13, the number of viewers. All right. Did you memorize your state capitals when you were in school? Still remember them? Is there a song for that? No, that's just the presidents, right? Presidents have a song. Just remember what order they came in. Question number 5, category U.S. cities. What is the capital city of the state of Idaho? City we were looking for, Boise. Boise, Idaho, the capital. All right, question number 6, category the Bible. What person's return led to his father calling for the killing of the fatted calf? Question number 6. In the Bible, what person's return led to his father calling for the killing of the fatted calf? All right. Give me a couple more seconds on that. Question number 6, category of the Bible. What person's return led to his father calling for the killing of the fatted calf? And we weren't even looking for a specific name here. We were just looking for that guy that they refer to as the prodigal son. The return of the prodigal son called for the killing of the fatted calf. Gotta celebrate with your homecoming, right? All right, that was the end of that round. We're heading into round 3 of the game where I try to help you out a little bit with 2 50-50 questions and a range question. Your categories for round 3 will be buildings, TV shows, and radio. Again, your categories for round 3. I'm going to ask you a question about buildings. I'll give you a 50-50 shot at that. You'll have a 50-50 shot at the question about TV shows and a range within to answer the radio category. Question number 7. Burj Khalifa is the name of one of the tallest buildings in the world. What city would you find it in? Abu Dhabi or Dubai? And of course, that is in the chat because goodness only knows if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Again, question number 7. Burj Khalifa is the name of one of the tallest buildings in the world. But what city would you find it in? Abu Dhabi or Dubai? A 50-50 shot on that. Could flip a coin. Wager with your housemate. You pick one, they get the other. Whoever picks the right answer gets to get out of doing the dishes later. Question number 7, category buildings. Burj Khalifa is the name of one of the tallest buildings in the world. What city would you find it in? Abu Dhabi or Dubai? The answer we were looking for? Dubai. Dubai, the home to Burj Khalifa, one of the tallest buildings in the world. Question number 8, category TV shows. What was the first name of David Hasselhoff's character on the TV show Baywatch? Was he Lonnie or Mitch? Question number 8, category TV shows. What was the first name of David Hasselhoff's character on the TV show Baywatch? Was he Lonnie or Mitch? Never watched that show very much. Did see the movie recently. What was that? Was The Rock in it? And Efron? I don't know. Just remember my dad always being entertained. All those red swimsuits, people running down the beach. Question number 8, category TV shows. What was the first name of the Hoff's character on Baywatch? He was a Mitch. Mitch. The first name of David Hasselhoff's character on Baywatch. Mitch. The answer we were looking for. Question number 9, the category radio. Within 3 years either way, in what year did National Public Radio begin its popular news program, All Things Considered? Question number 9, the category radio. Within 3 years either way, in what year did NPR, or National Public Radio, begin its popular news program, All Things Considered? got a little bit of a range there. Sorry, I forget question numbers. Oh, the TV shows Baywatch. His name was Mitch. No worries. Hi to Genevieve. Work that range. Maybe use your free pass here. A few more seconds till I give the answer for question number 9. Category radio. I actually worked for NPR for a minute. Running the board. Tested my back timing skills there. Goman's better at that, the math of the radio. Anyway, within 3 years, either way, in what year did NPR begin its popular news program, All Things Considered, that premiered in the year of 1971? 1971, the year we were looking for. So if you answer between 68 and 74, or if you used your free pass, you get credit for that answer. We're now heading into our halftime question. This works a little bit differently. There's no wagering involved. It's a single question with a single answer worth 10 points if you can get it correct all on your own. However, oftentimes the halftime question is difficult. It's meant to be. So if you don't know the answer, you can wait a minute or so, and I'll be providing you with a very generous 50-50 hint. Once you see or hear the hint, that pretty much guarantees you 5 points. It would be 0 points if you somehow got it wrong. However, it's always the first answer on the 50-50 for the halftime question. Hint. All right. Again, 10 points if you happen to know this answer, although you're not meant to. 5 points once you see or hear my 50-50 hint, and it would be 0. Book of Records. What film became, in 1995, the biggest box office failure? Dun, dun, dun. According to Guinness Book of Records, what film became, in 1995, the biggest box office failure? Wah, wah. And again, this question is meant to be on the tough side. Chances are, if it was that big of a failure, you may have not even have heard of it. Who knows? Let's see. I'll IMDb it. $1995, 2 hours, 4 minutes long, starring Gina Davis and Matthew Modine. I recognize a few of those faces. A female pirate and her companion race against their rivals to find a hidden island that contains a fabulous treasure. Box office failure. You guys ready for that hint? 50-50 shot at it. Biggest box office failure according to Guinness Book of World Records. Came out in 1995. Was it Cutthroat Island or Titanic? We know that was not a box office failure. Thanks, Leo and Kate. Cutthroat Island, of course, the answer to that halftime question. We invite you here, if you'd like, go ahead and total up your points so far and share them there in the chat so we can see how you stack up against the competition. But no pressure. You don't have to. You can just say hi. Let us know you're playing. We appreciate that. And we'll take a quick break here in case you need to run off to powder your nose or let the dog out or refresh your beverage. Got my handy dandy water bottle this evening. It should be okay for the second half. But if you need a quick break, now is the time to do that. And we'll come back in just a minute or so with the second half of Cleveland Awesome Trivia. All right, we got some solid scores there. Looking good, looking good. Looks like we're all pretty close. Ooh, you're just out of practice, guessers. It's okay. And don't forget, you can check out ClevelandAwesomeTrivia.com for all the when and where of when you can find Cleveland Awesome Trivia. I'll be out tomorrow night at the Saucy Brew Works in Pinecrest with a general trivia game. I believe it's Brian that's hosting down in Ohio City at the Saucy Brew Works there tomorrow night. I will be out on Sunday, coming back to Rookies with our Sunday evening edition of Cleveland Awesome Trivia there in Parma Heights. And on Mondays, Goman has his entertainment-based game. That's movie and TV trivia. He broadcasts that here on the YouTubes live from Parma Tavern. You can stop in and see him or check in here. Either way, it's good to have you. Turn the music back up for our halftime break. I don't even know if you guys could hear it in the first place, but when did Waterworld come out? Oh, that was also 95. Apparently a few more people went to see Waterworld than they went to see Cutthroat Island, but who knows? One of the other teams texted me a picture. They have a Mystery Theater Science 3000. I don't know. Mystery Science Theater 3000. Yeah, I did it right. They have a t-shirt of that, and it mentions Cutthroat Island on it. So, all right, take a few more seconds here for the halftime break. Coming back with the second half of Cleveland Awesome Trivia. We got 3 more rounds to go. Don't forget, if you have not used your free pass yet, please use it by question 18 because it's no good on the final. And of course, at the final, you can wager any, all, or none of the points that you've gathered throughout the game. Please, no answers in the chat. No shouting out answers. And no using Google. I mean, we're just playing for fun anyway. I mean, if you think it's fun to look things up on Google, that's fine. But we thought maybe you just want to see what kind of random stuff is stuck in your head. All right, are we ready? We're ready for the second half of Cleveland Awesome Trivia, heading into round 4, where your categories will be your opinion counts, music, and food. Again, categories for round 4 are Your Opinion Counts, Music, and Food. Question number 10. And this is the one time where we invite you, if you'd like, go ahead and share your answer there in the chat. We'll see how the opinions stack up. Who is the cooler superhero, the Thing or the Human Torch? Which superhero is cooler? Go ahead and share your answers there in the chat if you'd like. See how those opinions stack up. But no matter which one you vote for, the Thing or the Human Torch, you can get your points because it's your opinion that counts. I wasn't really familiar with either of these. I had to look them up. They're characters from the Fantastic Four. The Thing looks cranky. He likes to punch things, apparently. And, well, he's big and tough, anyway. And the Human Torch, I assume he lights things on fire. I don't know. Woo! Human Torch coming out on top, on top. Look at all those votes. Nobody likes the Thing? Poor guy. Is the Fantastic Four the other universe from the Hulk? Because I kind of feel like he's like the Hulk, but is he in the other universe? I don't know how that works. Superheroes. Dun, 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 dun. Everybody do their superhero pose. It's good for confidence. All right, looks like the Human Torch coming out on top tonight. But again, whichever one you voted for, you can have your points because it's your opinion that counts. Question number 11. Category is music. When they had hits with Bills, 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 and Say My Name, Beyonce Knowles, Kelly Rowland, Latavia Roberson, and LaToya Luckett were known as what? Question number 11, the category music. When they had hits with Bills, 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 and Say My Name, Beyonce Knowles, Kelly Rowland, Latavia Roberson, and LaToya Luckett were known as what? I feel like this was an easy one. Got a little softball. Get us solidly into the second half. Question 11, category music. When they had hits with Bills, 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 and Say My Name, Say My Name, Beyonce, Kelly Rowland, Latavia Robinson, and LaToya Luckett were known as what? They were Destiny's Child. Destiny's Child, name of that girl group with those hits. Say My Name. All right, question number 12, category food. A nut known as a cashew is native to what country of the world? Question number 12, category food. A nut known as a cashew is native to what country of the world? I feel like this question is a little on the tough side. I think I had a couple teams that guessed it or maybe knew it the other night, but don't forget, if you have not used your free pass yet, you do need to use it by question 18 because it's no good on the final. Somehow managed to not plug my phone in when I went to bed last night. Not sure how that happened. It's a little low on charge. Use my portable. Should survive the night now, maybe. The evening, if you will. All right, how are we doing with our nutty questions? Hopefully you're not too allergic to the cashew. Those are my favorite. I think it goes like cashew, almond, macadamia nut, pecans. I enjoy nuts. Sorry. Keep it clean. Question number 12, category food. A nut known as a cashew is native to what country of the world? The one we're looking for. It's in South America. It is Brazil. Brazil, home to the cashew. All right, that was the end of that round. We are heading into round 5 of the game. In round 5, your categories will be serial killers, nursery rhymes, and movies. Again, categories for round 5 are serial killers, nursery rhymes, and movies. Question 13. Within 3 years, either way, in what year was serial killer Lonnie David Franklin Jr., the Grim Sleeper, arrested for the final time? Question 12, category or 13 category serial killers within 3 years either way. What year was serial killer Lonnie David Franklin Jr., aka the Grim Sleeper, arrested for the final time? Saw in the headlines that Anthony Solo's no longer with us. Cleveland serial killer died, terminal illness. I don't know. I didn't read the article. I just saw the headline. I have to admit, I was not overly familiar with the Grim Sleeper. I feel like we watch a lot of, well, we went through the series of Murder in the Heartland. It's a decent one. Woman likes to learn about the serial killers. This one, the Grim Sleeper, he also passed away March of 2020. Oh, that might have been a little bit of a help. Maybe you didn't know when the Grim Sleeper was. Now you know that he was recent enough that he just passed away within the last year in jail. Are we ready? Here we go with question 13. The answer, serial killers, the category. Within 3 years, either way, in what year was serial killer Lonnie David Franklin Jr., the Grim Sleeper, arrested for the final time? Let's see. Responsible for at least 10 murders and 1 attempted murder in the Los Angeles, California area from 1985 all the way through 2007, although it was not all the way through. He took a bit of a break, and that's how he got his nickname, the Grim Sleeper. He was finally arrested in the year of 2007. 2007, the answer we were looking for. So if you answer between 2004 and 2010, give yourself credit for that answer. Or if you used your free pass, of course, give yourself some points. Question 14, category nursery rhymes. What were the occupations of the three men in a tub in the Rub-a-Dub-Dub nursery rhyme? Question 14, the category nursery rhymes. What were the occupations of the three men in the tub in the Rub-a-Dub-Dub nursery rhyme? And while you're trying to remember your nursery rhymes, go ahead and paste this once more. That's the link for our GoFundMe. We greatly appreciate all of the donations made thus far. Maybe if you got a few extra bucks in the bank account and you feel like tipping your hostess, that'd be great. Or if, you could just spread that link around in your socials. Let everybody know about this fabulous, small, local Cleveland business trying to make it through this crazy pandemic. It's hard running a business where you want to gather people together when people are not supposed to gather together, fearing a virus. But anyway. All right, how are we doing with your nursery rhyme? Remembering. Also called Dub-a-Dub-Dub. Are we ready for the answer on the nursery rhyme question? What were the occupations of the three men in the tub? Rub-a-dub-dub, three men in a tub. And who do you think they were? Well, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. They all sailed out to sea. And that was enough to make a man stare. Doesn't seem very poetry. Anyway, butcher, baker, candlestick maker, the occupations of the three men in a rub-a-dub-dub tub. All right, question 15, the category movies. Peter Mayhew played which character in the original Star Wars trilogy? So I think that's referring to the trilogy back in the 70s, Star Wars, Return of the Jedi, Empire Strikes Back. Look at me. Peter Mayhew played which character in the original Star Wars trilogy? Peter Mayhew, English American actor. He was actually also in The Force Awakens before his retirement. Born in London, passed away in Boyd, Texas in April of 2019. Measuring in at 7 feet 2 inches. Peter Mayhew played which character in the original Star Wars trilogy? That is indeed Chewbacca. Chewbacca. Big furry guy. That was the one we were looking for. Peter Mayhew played Chewbacca in the Star Wars movies. All right, that was the end of that round. We are heading into our final round, round 6, where your categories will be politics, languages, and holidays or special days of the year. You know that one. Again, categories for round 6 are politics, languages, and holidays. Question 16. John F. Kennedy's father, Joe, was the U.S. ambassador to which country? Question 16, category politics. JFK's father, Joe, was the U.S. ambassador to which country? Maybe you know this one. Maybe you still have your free pass. Maybe this is a good place to use it. Excuse me. All right, pick a country, any country. Question 16, the category politics. JFK's father, Joe, was a U.S. ambassador to which country? I feel like if you didn't know this, you might have been able to guess it because I feel like the Kennedys were kind of like United States royalty or like the closest to royalty that we've seen in a while. JFK's father, Joe, was the U.S. ambassador to Britain and the royal family over there. Kind of the connection. See what I'm saying? I don't know. Britain, the answer we were looking for. Question 17, the category languages. From which European language do we get the word fiasco? FYI, I used this question last week at a Saucy Brew, and the bartender was trying to come up with drink names, and he used fiasco in one of his drink names. So there's that. So come out tomorrow and have a cocoa fiasco with me. Question 17, category languages. From which European language do we get the word fiasco? All right, how are we doing with this one? Do you need more time to discuss your languages? It ends in O. From which European language do we get the word fiasco? The answer we were looking for was Italian. Italian, the word fiasco. Oh, I looked it up. What was it? Shoot. It's funny, the definition, because we use it totally something as it's totally different, the meaning in Italian. Comes from the Italian term that means to make a bottle, but we use it as a natural or a disaster, but not a natural disaster like an earthquake or volcano. A fiasco is usually the result of a human failure, or in Italian, to make a bottle. Fiasco. Italian, the answer we were looking for. All right, question 18, the category holidays. Within 3 months, either way, in what month is National Hedgehog Day celebrated? Question 18, the category holidays. Within 3 months, either way, in what month is National Hedgehog Day celebrated? Don't forget, if you haven't used your free pass yet, you need to use it here. Give yourself some points. Although 3-month range, it's pretty generous. Handsome boy. Or so sleepy. All right, you working out that range? National Hedgehog Day, huh? Turns out it's kind of like an international holiday. They're more likely to celebrate Hedgehog Day in other countries. Unlike here in America, we don't have as many hedgehogs as we have groundhogs. Or here in Ohio, the woodchuck. Buckeye Chuck. Within 3 months, either way, in what month is National Hedgehog Day celebrated? That is indeed on February 2nd. Little hedgehog, he also helps predict weather, just like our groundhog. February, the answer we were looking for. So if you answer between November and May, go ahead and give yourself credit for that answer. We are now heading into our final question. This is where you can wager any, all, or none of the points that you've gathered so far throughout the game. Feel free to go ahead and share your points there in the chat so we can see how you stack up against the other teams, maybe get an idea of how you want to wager. I know for the most part, we just go all in. There's no prizes. It's just bragging rights. Just for fun. Not a bad comeback there. Awesome sauce. Nice. Looking good. You just need to play more, guessers. It's okay. All right. Looking good. Looking good. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 9 teams. I think that's about everybody. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, yeah, I think that's everybody. Those scores look good. Again, you can wager any, all, or none of those points on this final question. That is up until I share our hint. That gives you a 1 in 4 shot of knowing the final answer. But you can only wager up to half of the points that you've gathered thus far. Again, our final question where you can wager any, all, or none of your points up until you see or hear the hint, which I will be providing in a minute or two. And once you see or hear the hint, you can only wager up to half of what you've gathered thus far. You ready? Shake it out. Take a deep breath. Here we go, our final question this evening. What country was the United States defending when they entered the Spanish-American War? Again, our final question this evening. What country was the U.S. defending when they entered the Spanish-American War? Oh, awesome sauce all in. Pretty confident there. Wager any, all, or none of your points up until I share a hint that'll give you a 1 in 4 shot. Usually it's kind of better than that. Oftentimes you can toss one off the list immediately. Another one is usually questionable. So it typically narrows it down to a 50-50. Oh, look. I did my jams today. Valentine's is coming up. Actually, it's our anniversary month. 15 years Goman and I have been married. Crazy. I don't think anybody took the hint for me on Thursday, but they maybe should have. Thanks, guys. Poor Goman, still stuck with having to take care of me. All right, how we doing? You guys ready for the hint? Or do you need another minute yet? Got it ready. It's copied. It's pasted. I just need to hit enter. All right, here it comes. Our hint for that final question. What country was the U.S. defending when they entered the Spanish-American War? Your choices are Canada, Venezuela, Argentina, or Cuba. Cuba, Canada, Venezuela, Argentina. That's your 1 in 4 shot. Like, I'm pretty sure it wasn't Canada. These 2 South American countries sound a little questionable. Who knows? All right, you ready for that final answer? The final question this evening: what country was the U.S. defending when they entered the Spanish-American War? Oh, I looked up that story the other night. How did that go? Ooh. An armed conflict between Spain and the U.S. in 1898. Hostilities began in the aftermath of the internal explosion of the USS Maine in Havana Harbor in Cuba, leading to the U.S. intervention in the Cuban War of Independence. So Cuba, we decided to defend them in their fight for independence against Spain. Cuba, the answer we were looking for. As always, thank you for coming out and playing along with me this evening. My name is Kiki. I'm with Cleveland Awesome Trivia here on the YouTubes. Probably not Sunday night because I'll be live at Rookies. And tomorrow night, I'll be at the Saucy Brew Works in Pinecrest. And you can tune in Monday night, Goman, live from Parma Tavern with his special entertainment-based trivia game, movie and TV trivia. He'll be at Parma Tavern, but broadcasting live here on the YouTubes. Oh, you guys were down with that one, huh? Knew about Cuba? Good job. ClevelandAwesomeTrivia.com for all the details on when and where you can find us. Keep an eye out. We've got a new Tuesday location starting up later this month. We are available for private games. We can do them via Zoom or maybe a small gathering. You can come with masks. It's cool. What else? Oh, so I should be back next Wednesday with more general trivia here on the YouTubes. Maybe we'll see about adding another night, see how that pans out on the YouTube, since I won't be doing the Sunday game on YouTube. We only have the one laptop right now, and I don't think Goman would survive me stealing his laptop so I could do live broadcasting from Rookies, which probably would not go well anyway because I'm sure the pool players would be yelling at me. But yeah, so Sunday night live at Rookies, Monday more YouTube trivia, and I should be back next Wednesday with even more YouTube trivia. Thank you everybody for coming out tonight. Super fun having you here. Look forward to seeing each and every one of you again very soon, maybe in person. Thanks, everybody. Have a great week. It's Wednesday. We're over the hump. On the downslope, ever closer to Friday. Some solid scores there. Everybody have a great night. Oh, bye-bye.